How to name Facebook ads like a pro. Meta ad naming convention explained. What's up, everybody? My name is Morii Malveaux. Welcome to the Moped Media YouTube channel. In this video, I want to quickly go over how to name your Facebook ads like a professional and what is a meta ad naming convention. So you may have come across this video because you've seen or you've heard about naming convention and you don't quite understand what it is and why it's even relevant to Facebook ads. So you come to the right video because I want to explain to you what the naming conventions are and what they consist of and why it's important. So how I'm going to structure this video, I am going to go over, let me show you the overview. I'm going to go over why naming conventions matter, and then I'm also going to give you a quick breakdown of the name, the campaign names, the ad set, and the ad names, and what each naming convention consists of based off of what level we are in the campaign. So I will go over that, and then I will also show you a naming convention generator. It's a campaign name generator Excel sheet that I made for y'all completely for free. When you download that, just make a copy so that way you're able to edit it on your own copy, because if you try to edit it with the main copy, it won't let you. So you'll need to make a copy of it and edit it. So hopefully that made sense. And then I'll also walk you through how to use that. And then I'll also show you what the naming conventions look like in Meta and give you some key benefits as to why we even have naming conventions. So I won't take too much of your time. I will be as quick as possible. So if you want to run successful Meta ads, Facebook and Instagram ads, being organized is key. The best advertisers don't just create ads, they name them in a clear, consistent way that helps them track what works and what doesn't work. This is what we call a naming convention. So let's break it down. Why do naming conventions matter? So just imagine if you're analyzing results for one client campaign, but your ad manager is a hot mess. So if you see ads from other clients and campaigns with different goals or websites that are not even tracking, it might cause you to get confused. So that's what happens when you don't have a good naming convention. So that's why I want to go ahead and explain to you how to make a proper naming convention. So with a good naming convention, this will consist of a naming system that you can filter your campaigns quickly through. You can also understand what each ad is doing just by reading the name. And then you can also analyze the performance for more accuracy, and you can avoid confusion when you're working with teams. So for example, with me, I work at an agency right now, and the naming conventions are very organized, and I'm able to understand what they mean just by looking at them. So let's first start with the campaign name. Now, I take it if you're looking up naming convention, you probably understand what a campaign is and what's the whole entire purpose of running campaigns. So this is not the video to go into what a campaign means. If you want more information about the difference between campaign versus ad set versus ads, I made a video talking about that. You can find that in the cards, or you can find that in the description. But for now, I'm just going to talk about what the campaign naming convention consists of. So we want to have details that include the client product or the client name or the brand product. We also want to include the page or the product promoted, and then we want to include the objective, if it's traffic, conversion, or reach. And then we also want to include the funnel stage, if it's the top of the funnel, the bottom of the funnel, or the middle of the funnel. Now, if you don't understand what your campaign objective is, I've made a whole nother video going over the 22 campaign objective for you to check out. So on your time, make sure you check that out. It's a pretty good, useful video. Now, as you can see here below, I have an example of what this naming convention would look like. We have the total body reset, the landing page views, the top of the funnel, and we also have the client name. So just to break it down some more, we have the product that we're promoting. We have what our objective is, which is to get page views. We also have the funnel stage, which is the top of the funnel. And then we have the client name, which is right here, Athletica. Now, with ad set name, we get more detailed. So here we want to understand what the target audience is, or their interests. We also want our location here. So if we're living in the United States, or if the campaign is targeting United States or UK or Canada. And we can also include the placements here if we're running Instagram Reels or Facebook feed. And again, all of this is customizable. There's no one size fits all. As long as it has some type of structure that you understand and your team members understand, then you're good. Next, we have the optimization goal. Are we trying to get conversions? Are we trying to get landing page views? And then we also have the budget type. Are we doing daily budget or lifetime budget? So here's an example down below. As you can see, we have our location, our age, what type of product or what type of interest they have, our target audience, the placement, if this, Facebook feed, as you can see here, we have Instagram story, conversion, that's our optimization goal, and then our daily budget, which is our budget type. Now, again, ad set is within the campaign. So ad set, we set up the target audience, location, placement, what type of optimization goal, things like that. Now, with our ad name, this is a little bit more creative detail, because with our ad name, the ad is the one that holds the actual creative image, video, or carousel. It also holds the ad copy, and normally, depending on if you're doing A and B testing, you're going to have different versions that you're testing, and then we also could include the call to action. So a good example that we have here is video, that is the format. We also have the message, which is the home workout teaser, call to action right here. And what type of version is this? This is the number 1. This is the first variation. All right, so let's go ahead and let me go ahead and show y'all this real quick. All right, so this is the name, the campaign name generator template. Again, make a copy of this. This is how you would use it. So basically, this is the campaign name generator template that provides you a standardized approach to naming conventions to improve your creative performance in analyze and reporting. So I put little instructions on how you would use it, but I need to quickly get through this video. So this is where you would actually name your campaign, or your campaign, your ad set, and your ads. So you can put this into the generator and it will output a naming convention. So as you can see here, we have our campaign name, we have our code or company name abbreviation. I just put Athletica. And then we have our channel, meta, search. That's all up to you. You can add more. You can add like LinkedIn or TikTok, whatever. Objective, I have tons of objectives down here. Campaign name, you can put your own campaign name right there. Funnel, top of the funnel, quarter, year, right here. Ad set, we're mostly focus on the audience type, the attribution, and the campaign name. And then here for ad name, we still stick with the basics like the channel, the objective, the code, things like that, the campaign name. But you can also add your ad type, what type of creative number this is, when the campaign or the ad's going to be running, the start day, which is, for example, I have 4/12, and then the end date would be 5/23. And I also have the product, but as you can see, this is a little bit long. So what I'll probably do for the ad name is delete like these first parts, so that way it's shorter, because I know this is a very lengthy, naming convention. So I end up cutting that down when this video actually goes live. But this is to give you an idea of a naming convention template generator. So you're more than welcome to download that and make your own copy of it and use it how you see need, or use it how you need it to be used, or how you see fitted. That made no sense, but use it how you need to use it. All right. Next, we have the creative angles, which is different types of, I guess, creative approaches that people take. So we have like the how-to, the unboxing, before and after, us versus them, kind of like the creative approach that people are taking. Bloopers and things like that. You can also add that to your naming convention too. Just thought that was cool, so I went ahead and added that. But yeah, so hopefully this helps you out. Now, let me quickly show y'all how this would look like in Meta, because I only have 3 more minutes, so let's go ahead and show you. So right here, I'm in my Meta Ads Facebook Manager, or Ads Manager, and I'm in my campaign. So as you can see, I have the naming convention. I have 2, guys. You can always switch out naming conventions, see what works for you and your client. And yeah, you can always use it. So I kind of stick with the same kind of tone. I have my company name. I have meta for right here, the conversion, that's the objective that we're going for. The product is the fitness course. The funnel stage is top of the funnel, and we're in quarter 2, and we're in the year 2025. And then same thing for my ad set. As you can see, I added my target audience, my attribution, so on and so forth. And this is what I was talking about for the ad set name. It's a little lengthy. I'm going to probably cut that down some more because it's just too long. I have another example. You can see it real quick. Oh, well, or not. I think I deleted it. Oh man, I did delete it. But let me quickly show y'all how to actually go through and filter out. So when you're doing reports and things like that. So let's say, for example, if I'm trying to figure out like conversion, right? It can take me to the conversion campaign. So then campaigns that contain the name conversion. And then I can even do it from like if I don't want it to contain that, it will show me. Or if I wanted to contain it, it will show me that. But also, I can do this from naming a ad name level. So let's say I only want to look at ad names that have fitness. Fit. You can see I have a couple here. So that's pretty cool if you want to go through like if you want to cipher through and filter out the different names. So that's another way naming convention comes in handy. And I'm about to run out of time. I'll make another video talking about the key benefits to naming convention, but hope you've enjoyed this video. Go ahead and download the free naming convention generator down below. And if you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe and leave your comments below. Peace.